Hey, hey, hey. Y'all can't see it, but I'm hitting the cat daddy right now. So recently, I actually picked up a copy of Code Lyoko Quest for Infinity. I saw that at my game store, and I was like, dang, brought back memories, so I had to pick it up. And I'm not gonna lie, this game was a lot more complex than I thought it was. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a kid's game, so it's like bare bones, but I wasn't thinking I actually had to dodge and get my way through these levels. Honestly, all I was expecting was big heads, big bots, and big bodies. I will say it's been a minute since I've seen this show. I don't remember, I think this show came out in like 2004 or 5, something like that. So I don't remember anything about it, and they give you no context with this game either. They just drop you in, and that's it. And they're like, I hope you remember the show and these characters, because we're not going to tell you nothing. And my game did not come with the manual, so I can't even read that. But it was a cool experience just to be able to like experience Code Lyoko in this way. Because I think I only played like the DS versions of these games as a kid. And let's be real clear here. This game I don't think is made for kids, because there's no way they have these enemies coming at you, literally jumping you. Like, the platforming's simple and whatnot, and the enemies are simple, but just the sheer amount of it, you would think it was like an Elden Ring game, the way they would throw like surprise enemies at you. Little kid me did not have these type of reflexes to be fighting these drones. Especially the camera that fights against you too. Like, you can't even change the camera. It's like, the camera just hovers around you. So if an enemy's out of view, you're just out of luck. But other than that, gameplay wise, it's pretty straightforward. The levels kind of repeat, which I did like, because for the fact of you can actually go back to old levels and just explore around and get new stuff depending on like what the powers you get. And I feel like not a lot of games do that anymore. Just have like explorable, like huger levels that they just lock behind stuff and you have to actually come back to later if you want to see more of it. Most games nowadays, they just create new levels, and which I'm not mad at, but just an interesting thing to take note of. Going back to how I don't remember anything about this show, yeah, everybody in this show has an attitude. Like, it seems like people just don't mess with anybody here. And this game does not have a menu, so the little hub they throw you in is just the actual menu itself, but you can like talk to people. It's kind of weird, if you ask me. Like, the people you talk to in the school, they got attitudes. Like, one teacher was literally like tweaking to the point where it's like, she didn't even want to be there. I think she needs some mental help, if you ask me.
Get lost! Bunch of creeps! Leave me alone! Leave me alone!
What's wrong, Mrs. Hertz?
It's you! You! I can't take it anymore! I haven't slept all week because of you students! You're in my nightmares! I'm all alone in front of you, thousands of you, right there looking at me with your vicious little eyes and your pointy little teeth like vampires!
Hey, me too! I had a nightmare last night.
The bad guy, like, he barely says anything. Like, each time you see him, he says one word. All attitude.
Found him!
It looks more like he found you.
Right in front of us.
Well, well, look who's back.
That's all you got for us?
Oops. Even when talking to your teammates, attitude. Maybe everyone got an attitude because it's a French show. As a kid, I thought this was just like an anime, once again a cartoon. I don't know who made it, but I didn't think it was like an actual French show. And French people, I've heard, tend to be pretty blunt. And like how I found out this was a French show, I also found out like the name before this, like the pilot of this show was called Garage Kids. And I saw that pilot, nah. I'm glad they changed it because I don't know what I just watched. It's nothing like the show except for like the computer stuff, but I'm not gonna lie, I was cracking up just by how rough that looked. But it's a pilot. What did you expect? All in all, the game's pretty cool. I'd rate it a 6.5 out of 10. And maybe I'll actually go back and try some more of my childhood games if I find them.
That's unique. He trains every day with Ulrich.